Hello everybody, I am Captain Red and welcome to a serious video. I'm here with Master Eth, say hello.
Hi, I'm Master Eth.
And today we're going to be talking about the leaving of MatPat. It's been a heck of a year, hasn't it, Master Eth?
Yeah, it really has.
MatPat's leaving and a bunch of other YouTubers, but MatPat has been like the main one that everyone has been focusing on. And I think it's because he was a lot of people's childhoods. A really tough decision, but I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, I agree. It's obviously an emotional situation for a lot of people. I keep seeing these videos getting recommended to me of like in that fashion, which is like completely valid since like as you said, people like grew up watching MatPat. I grew up watching him for a while, so like I totally get that.
I feel really bad. A lot of people are not going to be supporting him as well because they want him to continue on. It's something he should have done like maybe last year because he has a family and he deserves to be with his family more. And we all know his schedule was terrible, especially with 4 channels that he ran.
Oh, for sure, yeah. He basically has had his family for as long as his YouTube channel
Yeah.
has like existed. Yeah, so making his family more of a priority makes a lot of sense. So I totally get that from that perspective as well.
And he's not fully leaving. He's going to be helping with the videos still. He just won't be the face of game theory, cooking theory, style theory, and film theory anymore.
I kind of just now thought of this, but this kind of feels a little bit like what Good Mythical Morning started doing like a few years ago, where they have like different hosts with different shows. I think that's kind of maybe the direction they're going a little bit, because that's the only thing I can really compare it to.
I mean, he used to have that too, and I think they didn't run as well as just regular MatPat as well. It's just the next step. It's a different aspect of life, and we're gonna have to get used to it. We can't just sit here and just go like, we want MatPat, we want him only. You're never gonna get another me. You're never gonna get another Markiplier. You're never gonna get another like Jacksepticeye. But that doesn't mean you can't get a new perspective from another person. The entertainment of the same value with another person.
Speaking of that specifically, so because of this whole situation, I've been watching a lot of videos, and one take that I haven't seen about this whole situation, I think there's going to be a shift in like smaller creators taking the place of some big content creators, not necessarily as like a replacement, because like you can't replace another human being literally, but more so as like a successor in like specific genres. And I think one good example of this is MatPat is leaving, sure, but 4 other smaller content creators are taking his place. And not only is that like really cool to see in like the YouTube ecosystem, but I've actually been seeing more and more smaller content creators getting recommended to me, which is a neat shift I've seen for the past like year or so.
I think the guy who's taking over game theory is Tom, right? A lot
I
of
think
them,
so.
yeah, they're part of his team. Like they wrote the script for him, and MatPat all he had to do was supervise it. He said that he felt bad because all he had to do was supervise it, critique a few things. I mean I felt that. It was like he should be in on it more, but like Tom like had like a good theory and he like presented it to MatPat, and it was one of the biggest things too. I think it was Peach's death and Rosalina Unmasked.
Yeah, it seems like MatPat is going to become more of like an overseer and a manager more than like the face, which I think is an interesting role for him. But I think he's going to do great at it, honestly.
I hope that people will understand why MatPat is leaving and why he has to do it. Even though it's a tough decision, he kind of has to do it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
I do hope that these 4 content creators that he has chosen do keep the platforms going, and that they're able to make it as special as MatPat did.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going to be exciting seeing what the next chapter holds.
Yeah.
After these 9 or 10 more theories, so it's going to be interesting to watch for sure.
I'm definitely going to keep watching game theory even after he leaves, because I mean, who doesn't want a good theory? And MatPat's just in the background now. It doesn't mean he won't come back. Like, he said he's going to be doing fashion show thing that he's running.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see all of the new projects MatPat has in store. I think that'll be really fun to watch over the next few years, to see all of that flesh out as like its own thing, because he's like you said, he's been like talking about different things for so long that now he's like, okay, it's my turn to create something from scratch, and I'm so excited to see that. I definitely think that's a really cool step.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. Is it going to be hard for these content creators to actually be welcomed into the community now as the theorists for these channels? I think it will, because mostly it's just been MatPat. I remember he got a reward for GT Live, right? And his wife wasn't, like, really mentioned. And it was really heartbreaking to her. The same with MatPat.
Yeah.
It goes to show that people think MatPat's the only face of game theory. He's not. Has his great writers, great wife who helped him make the channel. Because, I mean, he even says about it like it was their first child. It was the first child they basically had together.
Yeah, it was definitely like a team effort. It's going to be interesting seeing the transition and how people like react to that specifically. I don't know how I feel about how people are going to react. I'm kind of excited to see where it's going to go, but I don't know what the general consensus is going to be. So we'll see what happens. But
I think we're going to get into what do you think the future of the game theory in general will be? Good, bad, maybe in between. I feel like in between, because you have the big MatPat fans.
The MatPat fans are going to gravitate towards whatever MatPat makes next for sure. So I see probably losing a few viewers because of that. I have no clue what's happening with GT Live. I don't know if he's still doing that, or
I think he did make a video on that. It was I saw it, but I didn't react to it
because it's usually like him and somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what's happening with that. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting transition for sure. I'm excited to see where it goes, but I understand if people kind of like drop off. And I don't think everybody's going to drop off. There's going to be some people that's interested in seeing how it's gonna be different. But there's going to be people that are still going to be interested in this for sure. Yeah. We'll just see what happens.
It's a great platform. And if you miss MatPat, there's a bunch of videos with MatPat in it that you can just watch.
Yeah, huge back catalog of 13 years.
Yeah, MatPat has made a decision, and he is going to go through with it. March 9th is his last day, his last theory, and it's gonna be a sad time, but I mean, the best thing we could do for him, give him that great going away party.
Show up for his theories, see what's in store past that, you know?
This is Goodbye Matpat, and we both hope that you have a great rest of your life, and I hope that you get the chance to be with your family more. Keep making the channel just great, even if you're not the face of it, because it should be great, because it should stay great. Well, even though this was short, we both hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later.